We have a new book coming out on Twitter today. If you follow me at Glenn Beck or you go to twitter.com/Glenn Beck, you'll be able to purchase the new book, Dreamers and Deceivers. It is 50% off and free shipping for the next 48 hours thanks to Twitter. They've got this brand new thing that's going on. They're really reinventing the way commerce is being done online. And now you can, they're tweeting our book today. This is the first major test of this. They asked us if we would be the guinea pig, and we're like, we're open. So this is the first major test of this new system. And you can just click on Twitter, just click on the book, and it'll say, buy now. You say yes. This will be the first time you ever bought it, so you'll have to fill out some things. But once you fill out that information, you'll be able to buy whatever the goods are that they're selling with just yes. It's almost like an iPad or a iTunes checkout now. So you'll be able to just one button say, yes, I want that. And where this is going is you're watching something on TV or whatever, and it will just have the hashtag. You go to that hashtag, and it will have that deal, and you'll be able to one button click out.
Oh my gosh, that's going to change commerce.
Well, wait until you see what the Blaze is working on. We're doing something with Delivery Agent. They're the ones providing all the free shipping. Mm-hmm. But we're partnering with Delivery Agent. We're partnering with Twitter on, and there's another partner that we haven't announced yet that we're going to be talking about here shortly. That we think it's going to change the way commercials and commerce is done entirely.
We have lots of partners. We are all over the place. Very busy. Hooking up with everybody.
Kind of really makes it sound icky.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I need
where did you
get that from?
I need to be hosed down here after.
Now, this is sort of a precursor to, and you probably don't want to talk about this, but it's an idea you've had for a really long time about the way the show will be watched. And commerce would be executed on. This is
actually the
program.
beginning. You're beginning to see something.
It's really starting to happen, isn't it?
Yeah,
this is
something.
Cool.
This is something that, what was it? 96, 90. When was it?
8 years ago.
No, when was it, Stu? 98.
I know you've been talking about it since I came back to work with you.
Yeah, so Stu and I have been talking about it since 1998, and somebody came. Is that Ella? Ella's going to be... Come here, Ella.
It's a good radio moment there.
Squirrel. Come here, Ella.
Spoons!
Come here, Ella.
Talk about
Ella's like, come here, baby.
Glenn's dog is here, by the way.
We have... So, I'm sorry. This is something for the... this is something to show how the spread of Ebola can happen so easily on tonight's TV show. So,
why does Ella have Ebola?
Ella has Ebola. You want to go lick Pat's face? No, we have a great show at 5 o'clock today. You don't want to miss. Okay, so there's some things that we've been talking about since 1998. I said to Stu, television is going to be download times. There's never going to be must-see TV Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Well, tune in at 8, then at 8:30, then at 9.
Mm-hmm. And that's already done with Netflix. They're already doing it that way. They just release an entire series.
Hardly anybody watches TV that way anymore, right?
I mean, a lot of people still do, but it's changing.
It's changed a lot.
It's changing
a lot.
So we talked about that, and I said, and another thing is, and this idea came to me by watching Friends, and I was frustrated by something that happened to me while I was watching Friends. I realized I had none. Mm-hmm. And they had all of them, and they were hoarding all the Friends.
And that's a change that has not
happened yet. I'm still working on that. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so something was really frustrating to me, and I thought, this is the way it needs to be. Someday, and I said to Stu, someday the internet will be this way, and you watch. It'll happen. Well, you don't have to watch. We're going to make it happen. We're making it happen ourselves. And we have just partnered with some amazing people to change the way television and television commercials are done.
We get around, is what he's saying.
We do get around. Mm-hmm. You'd be surprised.
We are wildly available.
Yeah, it's really amazing, and it's really cool to be able to affect change.
And look at the way we dress. We're asking for it.
I'm uncomfortable.
Me too.
I'm
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
very much so.
Dress
So
for the
anyway,
job you want.
Get the book Dreamers and Deceivers. Then this is really good. We have all kinds of people in this. There are 10 chapters. Each one reads like a little mini biography, but not a biography that you're forced to read in school. This puts you right into the action. They're written like reading a novel. They're all based on the historic record, on who these people really were. It's just like Miracles and Massacres. Each story includes an important lesson for our times. What are we supposed to learn from history? People have asked me, when are you going to write history books that people want to... Okay, there it is. Miracles and Massacres was the first one. I think this one is even better, Dreamers and Deceivers. Grover Cleveland teaches us, always question authority. You will not believe the first chapter on Grover Cleveland. A guy who ran on, I'm the most honest guy in the world. You will not believe what happened with Grover Cleveland. So always question authority. Ponzi. You've heard of Ponzi schemes before. When something is too good to be true, it is too good to be true. And Ponzi reminds us of that. What is that story? Upton Sinclair's deception leaves us wondering who we can trust when a political agenda is in dispute with the truth. Alan Turing reminds us that the impossible only means you haven't found the solution yet. And it's packed with sources and everything else, so this is something your kids can use in school. And one of the cool things, I just got a note last night from Kevin, and he said, Glenn, I know we didn't write it this way. We just came up with a collection of stories, but just listen. One of the stories at the very beginning is about Woodrow Wilson, and I've really kind of told the story of Woodrow Wilson, so you really get a feeling of who this guy was. But Woodrow Wilson's deception after World War I helps create the conditions that brought Hitler to power. Hitler and the Nazis are defeated, among other things, by, their Enigma code machines were being cracked by Alan Turing. Turing falls in love. Now, Turing's story is in there. Woodrow Wilson's story is in there. He falls in love with Walt Disney's movie Snow White. Disney is in this book. He eventually kills himself, and many believe the once-bit apple becomes the logo for Apple. Did you know that? Because here's the guy who brings us the computer. He kills himself. The once-bit apple, that's the Apple logo, some say. Apple was founded by Steve Jobs. His story is in here. We started looking at how the stories are all connected to one another. And they are connected to you today as well. Stories mean something. One leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. Find the connections in the book, Miracles and Massacres, available now this week only for the next 48 hours on Twitter for 50% off. And all the shipping is included in that.
Dreamers and Deceivers.
What did I say?
Miracles.
Oh, yeah, Dreamers and Deceivers.
Somebody's going to know the name of his own book? Come on.
Well, they're all connected. I mean, Miracles and Massacres is a Glenn Beck book. Dreamers and Deceivers is a Glenn Beck book. It's all
Dreamers
connected.
and Deceivers is the sequel to Miracles and
It's not a
Massacres.
sequel. It's in the same
It's in the same family.
series. Yeah, it's not like they're like telling what happened afterwards with the people in Miracles and Massacres.
Yeah, it's connected. Like, first I'm going to fire Jeffy, and then I'm going to fire you.
Okay.